This program is brought to you by thepodcastfactory.com.
Hi, my name is Igor Kheifets, and this is The List Building Lifestyle, the only podcast which delivers cutting-edge conversion strategies from the online trenches straight to your earbuds. Download the transcript of today's episode and all future episodes at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. I also invite you to grab a free copy of the Wealthy List Builder Survival Guide at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com/survival. And now, once again, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle.
Welcome back, list builders, to another edition of List Building Lifestyle with your man, your mentor, your buddy, and your guru, Mr. Igor Kheifets.
You know, I'm worried about the term. I mean, we kind of gave guru a bad feel early on, right?
Yeah, you know, it's something that you got to play with. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You got to keep people guessing so that they know that you're a superior being to them.
Oh, right, that's right. Yeah. Well, then you should position me as one of the good gurus. You know, it's like the Green Lantern. There's the green people, right? And there's the yellow guy. So it should be obvious on whose side I'm fighting. I'm fighting for the people, Jonathan, and you should make it clear to them.
All right, so I'm gonna have to think about how to make that more clear. But I thought just by the fact that you are here, they should already know that. See, I'm taking things for granted too, Igor.
Yeah, that's right. You're assuming, and that's not good. And just like I have assumed that when you email your list, you have to give them value and free stuff. Back in the day, you know, I paid dearly for it with just killing my list and completely killing response, which is why I want to touch upon some rules when it comes to email marketing today. You know, to devote this episode to sharing some do's and don'ts with the list builders about how to email their list for big profits.
Good grief. I can't wait to hear this. So what do you got for us, man?
Before I share the rules, okay, I really want to share something with you. So earlier I mentioned, I think it was a couple episodes ago, that I'm working on this guide, that I'm working on this ultimate guide to solo ads. Now, obviously, a part of that guide should be how to email your list. I mean, you can't really do solo ads unless you're building a list, and you can't be building a list and not doing email marketing. That's just sort of like getting a driver's license and not driving your car. It doesn't make any sense. So I've done this chapter about unsubscribes, and you know how I feel about them, right? Unsubscribes to me is just a celebration. It means I'm pissing some people off, I'm driving some people off my list, and that means that other kinds of people that are the opposite to those who leave will actually buy from me. So unsubscribe is just proof that my list is alive and it cares, because the last thing I want is indifference. The last thing I want is people to not care and not get upset about what I write, because that means that they will not fall in love with me, which is the other side of that spectrum. And again, this is something we've discussed at length, and then Ben Siddle talks about it, and everybody like anyone with even a little bit of sense when it comes to email marketing always recommends to never create indifference with their list. So I'm not gonna ramble about it anymore. Don't try to convince me, Jonathan. Don't ask me any questions about it, because I'm not going to do it. But obviously, you know, I wanted to present it in a creative way. And so I started looking for the kind of stuff people write about on unsubscribe rates. And I stumbled into this article where they quoted, quote unquote, expert Jonathan. She is a marketing expert, right? Her name is Gloria Rand. And this is a straightforward attack on what she said and what was quoted in that article. Basically, here's what she said. Some people unsubscribe because every email they get from you is an advertisement to buy your products or services. Don't barrage your subscribers with sales emails all the time. Instead, she says, follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of your emails should feature helpful tips or strategies related to your industry, or free ebooks, templates, or registrations for free webinars. The other 20% of your emails can be sales related. This is exactly the kind of dense advice that got me spinning my wheels for a month when I was a newbie email marketer. Mrs. Rand actually went to her website. I kind of checked her out. She's an SEO expert. She's an expert at helping you rank your website on page 1 of Google. Not sure how successful she is, but that's what she claims that she is. And you know what? if you apply this 80-20 rule to SEO, where the game is all just content, the game is pure content. In fact, the guide I'm writing is for SEO. Okay, the thousands of words I'm putting on paper in the form of a guide is for the SEO purposes that I'm doing right now to rank, higher for the terms solo ads and buy solo ads and sold directory, right? That is good advice for that. But if you're talking about making money with email, that is the absolute worst advice. And an SEO expert should not be allowed to tell you how you should or shouldn't email your list.
Amen.
So let me tell you then what you should do and how you should feel about unsubscribes, spam complaints, and anything else you might be getting from your list. So here's the 5 golden rules of email marketing. First, do not hard teach. So the thing that she said, send them free ebooks and make them, attend webinars.
If you want them to stop reading.
If you want them to stop respecting you, do that. Avoid sending out helpful tips and tutorials and blog posts.
It's like putting out on the first date, Igor. It's like, I don't want it anymore. Forget about it.
Yes,
no
that's
challenge.
like paying for her dinner. That's right. I used to be that guy. I used to be that guy both in dating and in list building. I used to send them the free tips. I used to show them how to build squeeze pages. I used to do all that stuff. I used to let them walk all over me, consume my free advice, and go buy from other people. Just like with the girls, I told you that story, Jonathan, where I basically paid like $50 to send her flowers. She was really flattered and everything, but later that day, I caught her making out with some asshole in the hallway. He never done anything like that. In fact, he was married and she knew it, and he had a kid, and his wife worked in the same hotel. Yet, she made out with him, and she walked all over me. So, do not hard teach your list. No value in that whatsoever if you're in it to make some money. Number 2, don't give value. It's related, but not exactly the same. Marketers are taught to earn their list trust by giving away lots and lots of value. This is outdated advice. All it does, it puts you in the same bucket as all the other broke email marketers who are busy sucking up to their list instead of selling.
Igor, did you read The Game? Have you read it already?
Yes, of course.
So
Yeah.
I think there's a confusion here, and these, if you remember, they called them AFC, average frustrated chumps. The average frustrated chumps of emails. I think they have a confusion on the idea of giving value versus demonstrating value. And what I hear you saying here is demonstrate the value without giving it. They have to come and pay if they actually want to get what you have.
That's a very good way of putting it, because giving value does make you seem needy. It's like you're trying to prove to them, hey, look at me. I'm worth something. Look how great I am. Look at my content. Right? So what people usually try to achieve by giving away free content is to make their customers go, oh wow, if that's his free stuff, imagine what his paid stuff may look like. But what they end up achieving is that they condition their list to say, oh, so he's giving stuff away for free. That means I should expect more free stuff from him, and that's about it. I don't need to buy from him. Or maybe I'll buy some inexpensive item because I'm sure he's going to give away stuff for free. But demonstrating value, I mean, this is spot on. This is such a great way of putting it. I don't think I've ever heard anyone put it in a better way. Demonstrating value makes you attractive and desirable by your target market. Demonstrating value in a overt way, in a like under the radar way, not in an obnoxious way, of course, not trying to push it, but that will make people literally cling to you and want to be a part of your universe. That is the kind of value. That's the kind of value play you want to have with your marketing.
What's next?
So the next one is pitch in every email. Yes, I know you're uncomfortable with that. I know you're not supposed to. I know you've been taught in school to be nice and that salespeople are bad people. But honestly, you want to tell me that if you had a list of 1,000 cancer patients and you were marketing a pill that cures cancer, that you would not pitch it in every single email you send out? Chances are you would mention it anytime an opportunity presents itself for any reason, like whether you had a reason or not, you'd create a reason to mention that pill because you know that pill saves lives. Now, same should be true about your product. And if it isn't, go sell something else. Go sell something you believe in, even if it means creating that thing yourself. Because let me tell you, Jonathan, there's so many people out there, they're ashamed of what they're selling.
Really?
They're just ashamed of it. Yes. And they're ashamed to admit about it to their friends, to their spouse. Like, it literally feels to them that they're dirty for doing what they do. And I find it to be, again, I think it's just sinful, because if you're in it to make money, if you're in it to build a lifestyle, then why the fuck are you selling something that you don't fully believe in? It doesn't make any freaking sense.
I feel bad for people doing business like that. It's no wonder they can't succeed.
Yeah, exactly my point. Rule number 4, be infotaining. Now, amateurs, they use email to give value, as we've explained, and to get the clicks. So the first part of the amateur group is people who are just sending you the free shit. And the other part of them is the ones that are using the clickbait swipes. You know how, like, claim your commission here, and you know your account is pending, that sort of thing. So the professionals, the professional email marketers, they infotain. Now, infotainment is a form of communication that's designed to inform and entertain at the same time, which is, by the way, a way to demonstrate value to your list. Your subscribers, they have low tolerance towards straight-up pitches. I agree with that, but they love to be infotained. And that's really how you get away with selling in every email, even if you're emailing 2 or 3 times a day sometimes, like I do.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Now, John, I know you want to add something about infotainment. You do it every day.
Correction, we talked about this. I stopped emailing every day, so I want everybody to be aware that I love these gurus that teach me, but I'm not afraid to just buck the system once in a while. But it's another one of those things. Look, the thing is, I was reading the game, and so I can't stop thinking about it, obviously. And it's one of those things where people are out there trying to buy a drink versus the guy that goes over there and makes the girls laugh. Who are they going to go home with? They're going to laugh at the chump that bought them the drink, and they're going to go home with the guy that made them laugh. So that's just a case for being entertaining, infotaining.
Yeah, but I know you don't email every day anymore, but I know that you post on Facebook every day, and you said it works for you right now. So
you're right.
I'm sure the content, I haven't checked out because, I've been off Facebook, but I'm sure the content you're putting out on Facebook right now is infotaining.
Yeah, it's getting better. I'm here, and I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm having a struggle with being the sidekick, like I am on most shows, versus being the leader, and so I'm figuring that out. And I think that's part of emailing every day, or creating content every day, or doing something every day, is doing it, getting some feedback, and figuring out what works.
All right, but as long as you do it every day, even if you're bad at it, right, you're still way ahead of most people. And I don't have to tell you that. You're making money off of that stuff. So you're good. Now,
Thank you.
The last rule, you're welcome. The last rule is don't be vanilla. Now, what I want you to understand is that nobody's going to buy from you if they're indifferent to what you're saying. If you're not alienating some people, if you're not making other people fall in love with you, if you're not pissing some people off, you can't be neutral all the time. Imagine the classic version of a blog post, the one that starts off with, there are many different ways to skin a cat. So if you wanted to skin a cat fast, you could try this. Or if you wanted to skin a cat slow, you may want to go for this. Now, we try to do this and we try to do that. And so it's always vanilla like that. There's no controversy. There is no conflict. There's no anger. There's no tone. There's no emotion in it, right? It's the opposite of this podcast that is so infotaining and entertaining and educational. So what I want you to do is I want you to find a group of people you disagree with and blatantly attack their point of view. Do not apologize. Do not hold back. Draw a clear line in the sand and state your case. Just like I did at the beginning of this episode, where I pretty much just went against what Gloria Rand, the internet marketing consultant, said about unsubscribes, right?
You got to have her on the show, bro.
Maybe. I hope she doesn't sue me, but in case she does, I'm willing to stand for it because I honestly believe that she is 100% wrong in saying what she said. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out there and, create personal, attack people personally. I can do it now because I feel confident to do it and because I have lots and lots and lots of data to back me up on this. And besides, let's face it, I can probably benefit from the controversy by stirring up the argument. But if you're afraid to piss people off, which is okay when you get started, don't attack the person. Just attack a group of people. Just attack a general idea, a belief system. I mean, Jonathan, if I had to break down my emails into like categories, I'd say about 20% of my emails are these kind of emails where I take a belief system, where I think of a group of people that believe that a certain thing is true, that subscribe to a certain school of thought, and I just attack their beliefs. I don't attack anyone personally. Gloria here was actually an exception, but I attack their beliefs and I sell against those beliefs, and that works really well. I mean, let's just take my solo business. You love it when I give examples from my solo business. So, I mean, you know that I attack Facebook people, right? That I attack people who believe Facebook ads are superior to solo ads. You know that I attack, people that don't email every day, right? In fact, I think I attacked them in today's episode. I called them pussies, right? They're afraid to offend their list. And I said, you should email every day. In fact, you should pitch in every email. So I'm literally attacking the belief system. Now, what it does to you as a marketer, it allows the person reading your emails to realize and recognize exactly what you stand for, because they won't do business with you until they do. They need to understand what stance you take on these subjects, especially the subjects that are closely related to whatever you're trying to sell.
Igor, as you open this up, I thought of a new quote. Nobody is going to buy from you if everyone likes you.
That's right.
That's how I would sum it up, because that's it. If everyone likes you, you're not being controversial enough. You're not attaching people to you. You're not bringing people close and repelling the others. So can we do a quick recap of those 5 rules?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the 5 rules are, in quick succession: don't hard teach, don't give value, pitch in every email, be infotaining, and don't be vanilla.
I liked it better when you said don't be a pussy. But anyways, what do you have coming up for us next time?
Well, next time we're going to chat about the thing that I started with today, and that's unsubscribes. Because the question how to deal with unsubscribes is a big one. It comes up a lot. In fact, I've had a client, Jonathan, complain to me that my leads are bad because she receives unsubscribes on her emails. Can you believe that? Like, the fact that there's actual real human beings deciding that they don't want to hear from her anymore for whatever reason, she said, that means you're sending me fake leads. Fake leads! Can you believe that? You know what a fake lead is? A fake lead is the one that doesn't even bother opening your emails because it doesn't even exist. If somebody's actually unsubscribing, they're a real person. So I had to address the whole unsubscribe issue. And on the next episode, we're going to be chatting about what does that mean for your business? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? And what should you be doing and what you should not be doing about it?
Man, looking forward to that. So another list building lifestyle shows in the can. Be back in your earbuds next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to the List Building Lifestyle. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Google Play to never miss an episode. Because who knows, just one conversion tactic we share on the show might double your list and double your business. Download the transcript of today's episode and all future episodes at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. And don't forget to claim your complimentary copy of the Wealthy List Builder Survival Guide at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com/survival. This is Igor Kheifets, and until next time we talk, have a good one.
This is the podcastfactory.com.